Hello folks, welcome to Tunnel Barn Farm and day 2 of the Drennan Winter Pole Championship, and what a treat the draw has thrown up for us today. Two of the UK's very best anglers on the next peg, and this is going to be one hell of a battle. On the left hand side, 5 times world champion Alan Scotthorne, probably definitely in fact the most successful match angler of all time. On the right, Andy Bennett, again a man who's probably won more on commercials than anybody else other than maybe Jamie Hughes over the last few years. So two of the real cream of UK match fishing. The draw has put them side by side on top pool here at Tunnel Barn Farm. Already both men have caught several fish. We're about half an hour into the match now, and as you can see, Alan Scotthorne's actually shipping one back as we speak. Tactics wise, it looks to me like Alan is fishing maggots on the long pole. Andy has 2 lines on the go. That shorter line you can see him fishing at the moment, and a long line that he keeps priming with maggots. And I don't think it'll be too long before he ventures out there and sees what's sat in his bait. I'll try and just zoom in a little bit for you folks. Let's see if I can. There we are, look. So it's another nice fish for Alan, and as you can see, Andy is into a fish as well. I'll glance over the shoulder then for Alan to see what his adversary is catching. I think it's very close at the moment, a very level battle between these two, and Andy actually lost that last fish, so Alan's back in the water. For those who don't know what we're doing here, this is, as I said, the second day of the Drennan Winter Pole Champs, which is a 3-day festival here at Tunnel Barn Farm, with one of the biggest prize pots of any festival in the UK, rivalled only by the Daiwa Pole Fishing Masters that we do in June. Anglers are fishing in sections of 5 or 6, with the winner receiving 1 point. At the end of 3 days, it will be the angler with the lowest cumulative score that wins the festival. In the event of a tie on points, it will go to weight count back, so whoever has the highest cumulative weight on that number of points will take the verdict. Now, as you can see, Andy's got another fish on, and he's managed to actually land that one, so plenty of action. We're in mid-October at the moment. Yesterday's match, I'll be honest, I was worried. We had a very hard frost, and the first proper hard frost of the whole year on Sunday evening. It was -2 in my car on the way to the venue, and I really did fear the worst. I wasn't convinced that it had fished very well at all. But as luck would have it, the venue actually really produced, and I'm going to say it was actually one of the best single days of festival match angling I've ever seen on an event of this size. There were 8 lakes in use yesterday. Of them 8 lakes, 7 produced an angler in the top 10 overall. So 7 of the top 10 anglers on weight came from different lakes. Quite remarkable. The winner was, of course, young Jordan Holloway, who recorded 134 pound from house pool, but that was backed up by no fewer than 14 other 100 pound plus weights. So quite an incredible spectacle of match fishing yesterday. And the good news is, if you've not seen it, we have done live videos here on the Catchmore Media YouTube page, as well as feeds and images on Facebook, and that's another fish there for Alan. Alan obviously fishing a lot further than Andy, but he's had 2 fish while we've been filming to Andy's 1, so a nice comfortable start for the 5 times world champion. It's going to be a really interesting battle today. I will say, based on form from yesterday, both anglers could be up against it, because the bowl, which you can see going round to Andy's left as we move around that corner, that's in their section, and that did produce some better weights yesterday. But look at this, both men playing fish, Alan and Andy. I really don't know who's going to take the verdict today. That's a nice sized F1 for Alan. Andy just taking his time. I think he's got the white hido in there. Another nice F1 for Andy too. So a proper ding dong battle here, really. Tactics wise, yesterday was dominated by two baits, maggots and meat from what I could see. Maggots being by far and away the most popular choice, and maggots being the bait that Jordan Holloway used to win the match over on House Pool. Today, Jordan's drawn another good section peg, a peg that actually won the section yesterday. Connor Barlow won the section off it with a much lower weight, only 70 odd pound. That's another, Alan's on his way back out, yep. Only 70 odd pounds, so it'll be a lower weight day I would imagine for Jordan today, but he has been known to produce the goods even from pegs that aren't so capable here at Tunnel Barn Farm. The young man has won no fewer than 12 100 peg plus matches at this venue and qualified for most of the UK's major finals in the process. He's a real hot rod here at Tunnel Barn. As you can see, the weather's held out for us today. It's a little bit warmer than yesterday and the sun keeps creeping through. It's creeping through now, so I'm hoping for good weather all day really, because it just makes it so much easier to work when you're not dodging the showers. It's another fish for Andy. Such a smooth operator. Gets them fish in seconds and never seems to look rushed while he's doing it. Quite unbelievable really. Another good sized F1 for him there. Alan waiting patiently on that longer pole line, and he again looks to have had some better sized fish, so I wouldn't want to call which one of these two is going to come out on top today. One angler I should mention who has drawn really well, and I'll be trying to get some live footage of him later, and that's Jamie Hughes. Jamie was fourth on the match yesterday with £117. Oh, another nice fish there for Alan, look. Yeah, he had £117 yesterday, Jamie. Fourth in the match, and today he's drawn 33 on House, which is a noted peg, a good peg. Christian Jones actually won the open match from that peg on Saturday with a £160 weight, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on there. I'd say he'd be my favourite for a match win, although having seen how well these men are catching, anything's possible. What you've got to think is they've only got to average £20 an hour, or £25 an hour should I say, to be in with a chance of winning based on how it fished yesterday. You know, £134 won it yesterday, £130 second, so yeah, £26, £27 actually per hour would give them enough. And look, Andy's in again. Alan's just put that fish in the net. Both these men are probably on for that sort of weight. I wouldn't want to call it, but I would say they're both leading a charge and could quite easily frame today. So what we'll do is we'll have a little competition. Get your comments in, folks. Let me know who you think is going to win this battle, because it is one hell of a battle. Drop me a little comment. I'm going to post this particular board on here for you later tonight, so you can have a look at just how it's fished and who's won the battle. And for full results, of course, you can head over to the Hot Fishing page and the link that I'm going to be sharing on Facebook around about 6 PM this evening. But for now, we've just got to stand here and just appreciate once more the quality of these two anglers that we're lucky enough to be able to film. Alan Scotthorne, 5 times world champion, multiple festival winner, won just about everything there is to win in UK individual and team fishing with the mighty Drennan Barnsley Blacks, and Andy Bennett, twice Fishermania champion, a man who has won just about everything there is to win on the commercial scene over the last few years, including this year's Maven Match This final, which was worth a lovely 50,000 quid. He's regarded as one of, if not the most successful commercial match anglers of all time. So a real treat here unfolding. I'll be keeping you posted with how this battle goes and how everything else pans out around the fishery today. But another fish for Alan there. I think this is turning into one hell of a ding dong. And based on what we've seen here early, I really wouldn't want to call it. So we'll watch Alan get this fish in, and then we're going to sign off and head round the lakes and find out what's happening elsewhere. It's a good fish for Alan. There we are, look. Another nice F1. Brilliant battle, folks. I'm going to sign off for now. I'll bring you another update a little bit later.